the glory belongs to my Lord and Savior. His name is Yahweh by Sham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Mahavakar Kwadash. Thank you for another day, for bringing me out here so I can minister to the hopeful elect in hopes that they will be saved within these last days, because we are living in the last days of the last days. So Lord, when you be edified, all right? And we're just going to flow with the Spirit. Oi, Tawada, different locations today. Like I said, we're going to switch it up. We're going to switch things up. All right? We're going to be more spontaneous. Right? Oi, Tawada Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Kad Hala Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So we're going to flow with the Spirit. And I want to start at Acts. All right? We can start at Acts and jump straight to verse 14. But Peter, standing up with the 11, lifted up his voice and said unto them, Ye men of Judea, and all ye that dwell at Jerusalem, be this known unto you, and hearken to my words. For these are not drunken as ye suppose, seeing it is but the third hour of the day. But this is what was spoken by the prophet Joel. And it shall come to pass in the last day, saith the Lord Jehovah Shai, power, God, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Pour it out on all flesh. So the Lord was going to be pouring out his spirit in the last days upon some of his men and some of his women. All right? And your son and your daughter shall prophesy. This is why you might watch certain videos and you have certain women talking about a vision they had of the last days, or a vision of the angels or the chariots and so forth. Because this is all scriptural. Okay? And it says, check this out. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. And your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. So we be doing these things in the last days, dreaming dreams, visions. These were young men, young women, our daughters. They'll be seeing these things, man, right? Because this is what prophecy, right? Prophecy. And it says, Baba Kashar, check this out. And on my servants and on my handmaids I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. When is that going to happen? Now. In that day. Now. So you were going to be seeing the men and certain daughters having, the daughters would have visions, but the men would be prophesying. Okay? And it says, and they shall prophesy. What does prophesy mean? To say before. And I will show wonders in heaven above. What's the wonders? Chariots, blood moons, different changes of alterations of the sky, right? And signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire, right? So it says signs in the earth beneath, earthquakes. And it also says blood, fire, and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and notable day of the Lord Jehovah Shai. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. That would be what? Israelites. Because you got now individuals talking about the Gentiles are the other nations. The Gentiles are not the other nations. The Gentiles are Israelite foreigners that woke up to this truth, that were living in distant lands, just like how we're living in distant lands today. Okay? So we went to that. And it talked about the moon, right, being darkened and the sun. Get that in Revelations. Before that great and notable day. Come on now. Come on. So we're going to go to Revelations now, 15. All right. And 8. Actually, go to verse 4. You know what? Go to verse 8. And the fourth angel. All right. Check this out, Baba Kashar. Nonce. And have you got a bunch of nonsense walking around watching me? Bear with it. And it says that the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun. Key thing, the fourth angel. So there's angels that are in control of the vials, man. All right. Upon the sun, and the power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. All right. Scorch men. So angels, there's 7 angels. And they have different, they have different orders that they're given. And it says, pour out his vial upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. And men were scorched with great heat, but blasphemed. Right? and the name of God which have power over these plagues, and they repented not to give him glory. And the fifth angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast, and his kingdom was full of darkness. And they gnawed their tongues for pain, and blasphemed the God of heaven because of their pains on their sores, and repented not of their deeds. So guess what? The angels, that's what they're going to be doing as well, bringing these plagues upon the earth. Now let's go back to where we were. Come on now. Let's go back to where we were. In Joel. Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha. All according to prophecy, man. Bear me just a minute. You know what? Go to Luke instead. We got Luke 20. We got Luke 20. We're going to go to 21 and 8. And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name. So we got to watch out for all types of deception in these last days, man. For many shall be deceived. And many people are deceived, man, by their own vain opinion. Many shall be deceived. And don't worry about these people, bro. They're just out here to get our attention, bro. Don't worry about these people, bro. We're on a mission right now. We have a purpose and a mission to fulfill, man. Right? Take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and the time draweth near. Go not after them. So there's going to be many false what? Christ on the scene. All right? Go not after them. Don't follow them. Whatever you do, don't follow them. Okay? And it says, Baba Kishar, but when they shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must come to pass. But the end is not by and by. So we're hearing of wars right now. We're hearing of commotions. Right? Look what's going on in Iran, Russia, right? Israel. That's more than commotions. That is actually war. Right? Be not terrified, for these things must come to pass. But the end is not by and by. Then they said unto them, nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, famines and pestilences, and fearful sights and great signs shall they be from heaven. We're seeing these things now. So we know that's a part of prophecy. That's how we know the end of this kingdom is very near. That's how we know. Because it's written. And we got to stay with prophecy. Everything that's happening within the news, you filter that through prophecy. Guess what? We're the real newsmen. We're the real newsmen. The prophets were the real newsmen. They were the ones that were giving you the real news. Not no watered down stuff. Right? Not no watered down garbage. The real stuff that was going on. All right? Is there anything else, Baba Kishore? All these things have to happen before Yahushua returns. But before that happens, we're also going to go to, hold on just a minute, there's so much. The great return of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. So we're going to go to 2 Peter 3 and jump straight to verse 5. And it says, and spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood of the world of the ungodly. So guess what? Yeah, he brought in the flood of the world of the ungodly. You know about Noah, Noah's Ark, right? Only a few were saved. 8 souls. 8 souls were saved. The rest were destroyed. So the same thing's going to happen again, but the only thing is going to be with fire. All right? And it says, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood of the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, which that's promoted today as well, even in your schools. Right? But how was Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed? By brimstone and fire. Right? So you would think Sodom and Gomorrah is, can you visit? You could visit that place today. It's nothing but ash. It's nothing but ash. The buildings are still there, but It's in a form of sofa. You can go there today. So if that happened back then, right, as it did, how comes people ain't learning from that? But you will learn. You will learn. All right? And making them an example unto those that should live ungodly. So there's certain places in types of history that were destroyed as an example of how not to live. So if anyone was wise, they say, oh, that's what happened to that place, then people, maybe we shouldn't live that type of way. But people, they got all types of alternative lifestyles now. They just do as they will. That's the mindset of the people. And it says, Baba Kishar, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. So Lot, he was amongst, remember when the lamb was parted between Abraham and Lot? Abraham was given one part, but Lot, he was given a part, and it was in between Gerar and I believe Sodom, when they had to split lands. And he was amongst the ungodly. Just how we are amongst the ungodly. And it says, and with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that should live ungodly. And deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Vexed. Bro, when you hear people talking nonsense, you're supposed to be vexed. But you're supposed to be vexed, bro. When you see people talking nonsense, bro, wicked. Because if their conversation ain't of the Lord, 9 times out of 10 is wicked. Right? Wicked. Right? And it says, Baba Kishar, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. So if you're godly, the Lord will always deliver his men and women out of temptation. Right? To be reserved unto the day of judgment to be punished. The wicked are going to be what? Reserved for that day of judgment. That's why we want to get out of the way and let the wicked get judged. But the wicked, they want to bring you with them. We're not coming with you. Lord willing, we're going to stay on that, righteous path. That's what we got to do. Stay on that righteous path, brothers and sisters. All right? So there's also examples of how not to live. And we're going to go to Isaiah. Baba Kishar, we're not going to rush. Right? You got people out here, they want you to rush your life. They want you to be impulsive. They want you to doubt yourself because they doubt themselves. So we got something in Isaiah. You're going to have to bear with me just a minute on this one. On 13. We got Isaiah 13. And what else? Yeah, we can go to this, Baba Kishar. Isaiah 13, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Why was it a burden? Because it weighed down the prophets. When they would have a vision, it would weigh them down. So this would be a burden to the people. Lift thee up a banner upon the high mountain. Bro, I'm on a high mountain right now. This is spiritual. I'm on a mountain right now. Lift up the banner. What's the banner? This is the banner that I'm lifting up. Exalt the voice of them. So I'm exalting my voice. Okay. Shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the noble. So the gates, for me to get in here, guess what? There was a gate. So we enter into the gates as well. Okay. I've commanded my sanctified ones. I've also called my mighty ones for my anger, which are the angels and the brothers as well. Even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people. Now this is going into when all the troops do gather. And they're going to gather into that valley of Jehoshaphat for the final World War III. And it says, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Everything that's going down right now with Israel, with Iran, is going to lead to a bigger world war. All the nations are going to start getting involved, man. This is just the beginning. All right? The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. The Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies, mustereth the host of the battle. So guess what? It's being mustered, right? It's being gathered, bro. All the nations are going to be gathered to the Middle East. The final world war is going to be in the Middle East. That's where it's going to pop off. They shall come from a far country, from the end of heaven. Even the Lord shall have a shine of weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So guess what? What's the weapons of his indignation? You said it. You're useless, man. They said it, bro. See, these people, they have negative connotations, bro. So the Lord's going to come from a far land, bro. With the weapons of his indignation. Isaiah 54:16. What's the weapons of his indignation? They're missiles, man. Right? This is why we have to be prepared spiritually. We're also going to go to Zephaniah. All right? Come on now. Quickly go Zephaniah. Having a bit of trouble finding this one. Hold on. Found it. So this is Zephaniah. And I think we should start at 1. Actually, you know what? That's Habakkuk. You know what? We can go to Habakkuk as well. Habakkuk 2. I will stand upon my watch. I'm standing upon my watch now. I'm a watchman. I'm guarding. I'm looking out for that. See, this is so spiritual. The prophets were watchmen, man. I'm on the top of the mountain, right? So I'm guarding with fidelity. That's what a watchman is. Looking out. Warning the people of danger, right? That's what watchmen would be doing. They'd be warning people, man, of the impending danger to happen. Look, there's an army. There's trouble coming, right? Why was someone coming into the town, right? What was their occupation? A watchman was a very, very serious occupation. Okay. And it says, Brother Kishar, check this out. Yeah, but this is what these Edomites do, bro. This is what they do. These are your modern day slave catchers, man. Even some of these dogs, a lot of these dogs, they were their modern day ancient slave dogs. Because that's how the so-called white people see you. They see you nothing but chattel, man, as a commodity. But what more than that, bro? We're kings and we're princes, so we got to start acting like that, man. Right? What is that? No, that's not a chariot. We got to start acting like that. Okay. And you ain't going to stop this word, bro. And it says, they call them what? The ancient what? Paddy rollers, right? We're so-called white people, bro. Right? That try to keep the slave, bro. We're not your slave. Well, we are slaves in terms of we're in captivity, but we are slaves to what? Really, what debtors to Yahweh Shai. So you got to start thinking differently now. All right? So we're going to go to this Hebrews 2. Yeah, some of these people still ain't changed, man. Still ain't changed. All right? Some of these people still ain't changed. Slavery, yeah, was it abolished? We're going to go into that as well. The whole slavery thing, that whole abolishment, when you were listen, when we were in America, the whole thing of slavery abolishment, no, that wasn't done away with. They were just moving slaves from the north to the south to the east. When people think about slavery, they just think South Carolina. They just think about Memphis, Tennessee. No, they were moving slaves. You had slaves in New York that were being auctioned off on the auction block. Just how you see them auction shows, them bidding shows. Yeah, £200, anyone, £500, no, 700 pounds, stop. That's them auction shows, or they're modern day slave catchers, man, auctions. But what's supposed to forget about this? That's how they still see you today, man. Right? That's how they still see you, man. That's how they want you to be. With your pants sagging down, on the Xbox all day. Alright? I just got to throw that out there, man. Yeah, you got to know who your enemy is as well. Now, within the Bible, the Messiah, the enemies, you had our own people that were enemies. But you had Esau, which was Jacob's brother, who was our enemy as well. And he hasn't changed. How can a leopard change his spots? Can a leopard change his spots? We're going to go to Habakkuk. I will stand up on my watch. I'm standing up on my watch right now. I'm guarding with fidelity, man. I don't care, bro. I don't care who's watching me, bro. You can watch me from morning to night time. That ain't going to change prophecy. And I will set me up on the tower. I will watch to see what he was saying to me. So we watched to say what he's going to say, what he's going to give us. What's he going to put in our minds? And what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me, Yahweh, and said, write the vision. Make it plain upon tables. So the prophets were also, scribes. They would write things down. Right? Scribes, man. Okay. And it says that he may run that readeth it, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end it shall speak. So guess what? In the end, that vision is going to speak. Okay? And not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come, it will not tarry. So the visions that we're speaking, it's going to come to pass in real time. You can't put it off. Oh, well, maybe it won't happen. You can't put it off. Prophecy will come to pass. Prophecy means to say before. So we say these things and guess what? It happens. It comes to pass. It plays out. And it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. This man has a perverse, wicked spirit, man. Excuse me. Bro, you can tell some of these, bro, their spirit ain't upright in them. They have a perverse, twisted spirit. Now, do some of our people have that spirit? Yeah, why? Because they're learning the ways of the wicked. That's why. Because they're learning the ways of the wicked. And it says, but the just shall live by faith. So we got to start living by faith, man. To come out here, it takes courage, it takes faith. All right? That's what it takes. So that's what we got to live by. Faith. Okay. Faith. Which most of these people, they don't have. No, they do have faith, but they have faith in what? The system. All right? They have faith in the system. Shit, excuse me just a minute. Raining a little bit. That's what they have faith in. Right? We have faith in Yahweh Shai. And they hate it. Because they don't have that. Therefore, they don't have a backing. They have nothing to fall back upon. See, when you have faith, at least you can say, I have something to fall back upon. You know what I'm saying? Right? They don't. What do they have to fall back upon? Okay. Excuse me just a minute. So we're back on Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine. What's that wine? So like, you know what? I'm going to have to get this umbrella just in case. Hold on. Fucking stalking people, man. Yeah, these sick people, bro. Yeah. They got some of these people, they're gonna be stalking us till their missiles come, till they get burnt up. Yeah. But they need to do that. So I want to go to Habakkuk 2. Right, and 5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. This man's proud, man. Proper proud. Neither keepeth at home. Can't stay his arse at home. He can never stay home. He's always in someone else's business, man. Always. Right? These bloody white, these so-called white supremacist cults, which are not white, you're Esau. Edom of the Bible, man. Alright? And it says, Bible, because check this out, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. So he can't stay home in everybody else's land. Alright? And he enlargeth his desires as hell. So guess what he's also doing? Enlarging his desire as hell. What's that enlarging? Through robbery, bro. Robbery, through theft. Okay. That's how he's enlarging his desire as hell. And he's as deaf. This man is as deaf. That's why you can't follow him. That's why you can't take his covenants. Because he's as deaf. You follow this man, you're on the highway to hell. Which hell means the grave, by the way. Check this out. Neither keepeth at home, but enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf. and cannot be satisfied. So Esau, Edom, this man can't be satisfied. He could be a million billionaire. He still wants more. Because he's greedy, man. The world ain't enough for him. He wants everything. He wants everything. Whoever it is, he's got the whole world. But he wants more. Greedy, bro. That's why the scripture says never trust your enemy. You'd never trust the devil, man. Right? He wants everything, bro. He wants the people. He wants their souls, man. And it says, Baba Kishar, check this out. Where was I? And cannot be satisfied. This man can never be satisfied. Because they're wicked, man. Right? How about is you're a millionaire, multi-millionaire, but you're concerned with people that have less than you, trying to control them. This how you gotta understand the mind of Esau, Edom. His mentality, man. You're a millionaire, but you jealous of someone that has less than you, or billionaire. But gathereth unto him all nations, and him unto all people. Through his legislations. Shall not all these take up a parable against him? So that's going to start happening, bro. The whole nations, they're all going to start seeing who these people are, who Esau is, man. For who they really are. And a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long to him that ladeth himself with thick clay? Shall they not rise up suddenly, and that shall bite thee, and awake they shall vex thee, and they shall be booties unto them? Because thou hast spoiled many nations. So this man is spoiling many nations, man. Through legislation. Right? And it says, Baba Kishar, for thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood and for the violence of the land and of the city and all of that dwell therein. Remember how this man got all these lands, man? Even this land that I'm on right now, even where I am right now, I don't know who this building belongs to. It's obviously an ancient building, right? Probably Israelites, probably our people, but all this land, right? All this land, right? When you do the history of Britain, Great Britain, you see who the inhabitants were. They were the Iberians, so-called Celts, and so-called Negroes. Tacitus, a Roman historian, his account was basically of what? People that were swarthy looking on the British Isles. And this was way before, this is way before so-called the transatlantic slave trade. Because when people talk about, black people in Britain, they say Windrush era. No, stop lying. Right? Most of the palaces, most of these palaces and buildings, they belong to our people. Because we were the royalty of Britain. The true royalty. Not what you see now. But they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that. And woe to him that covereth an evil covetousness to his house. So these people, they're covetous, man. They're greedy, man. They can never have enough. All right? That he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power. You're not going to be delivered from the power of evil, my friend. Well, you're not my friend. But you're not going to be delivered from the power of evil. Evil ain't going to deliver you. It's further going to get you in a quagmire. It's further going to get you in a quagmire. Right? That's what it's going to do. It's going to get you in a quagmire. Okay? And it says, woe to him that covered an evil covetous to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. For thou hast consulted shame to thine house, are you listening? By cutting off, right? Many people, and has sinned against the Lord, thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. So you know a lot of these buildings, right? Excuse me, Salakio. You know when they put a lot of banners up? The signs, the advertising. Behind them banners are bricks that are falling out of the timber, out of the wooden panels. That's what's happening. Especially in New York. A lot of New York, right, they got a lot of the advertising. Behind that, there's buildings literally falling down. It says it. The beam shall fall out of the timber, and the timber shall answer it. Verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. Well, how was London built? How was Manchester? How was Manchester built? How was Bristol built? How was, I don't know, Leicester built? A lot of these places had slave docks, man. Right? Lyle and Tate's, slave company, Elephant and Castle. There was docks there. These were like companies and so forth. Right? Give me that rubbish. You got people getting rich off our labor, man. Our hard work. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. Woe means destruction. Woe. Establish a city by iniquity. So even London, yeah, it's a fact. London was established by iniquity. They remember them signs: no blacks, no Irish, no dogs. The Irish built up most of them buildings you see in London. The Irish built that up, and it was different when you were building them high skyscrapers. You didn't have no scaffolding back then. This was different. You had something that was tied around you, and you had to be up on them buildings. Nothing else. Are they teaching you that in history class? And establish a city by an iniquity. So if you establish a city by iniquity, it ain't gonna last. So people, they have establishing cities by iniquity. All right? But they just want you to shut up and be a good slave. That's what they want. They want you to be passive slave. All right? And it says, behold, it is not the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in very fight, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity, man. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord Yahushua, as the waters covers the sea. So whatever you do, this world is being filled with the knowledge of Yahushua, man. This whole entire world. That's why we got to speak these words into existence, man. Yeah, this word is being spoken out into the atmosphere, man. All right? And it's going where it needs to go. And as for you, you're just fucking useless. And you're going to continue running your mouth and speaking against the prophets until you get condemned, man. That's what you're going to keep on doing. And you're going to keep following people around as well until you get destroyed. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? Woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink. So you got to be careful of that as well, enticement. Woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink. What drink do you think that is? Woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink. That drink is philosophies, filth. Absolute filth. Right? That's what they want to push on you, filth. Because if you do the history check of Esau, he was a filthy being. Therefore, guess what he's going to try to put on you? Filth. He's going to try to push filth on you and make you accept filth. Because he's filthy. Not just him, and his women are filthy. And you just accept it. Woe to him that gives his neighbor drink and putteth the bottle to him and maketh him drunken also, that they may look us on their nakedness. This is how you're able to get blackmailed. This is how they blackmail people, man. Right? This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna push out sin, have you doing something, or catch you doing something. Now you're blackmailed. Now they can hang something over your head. Because they push out sin, then when you sin, see, look what he's doing. They frame the seat. That's in Psalms. Now they frame you, man. That's what they do. That's why the scripture says you never trust your enemy. You never trust your enemy. Because he hasn't changed. All right? They might smile in your face, say hello, but they haven't changed, man. They still feel the same way. If they could have you back in slavery, they would. I'm talking about shackles. Shackles. Yeah, just because they don't tell you that, it doesn't mean... Bro, just because they don't tell you that, it doesn't mean anything. Especially when you have these... Especially when you come back to know who you are. Because they don't want us to know that we're Israelites, man. On this side, they don't want us to know that. You know how much money that was paid to keep this truth from you? That's why they got to send the paddy rollers. Even the paddy rollers, the police. The police were the local, ancient times, they were the local, what's it? So-called taskmasters, just like you had in Egypt. That they may look on their nakedness. So once our people do sin, guess what? The enemy looks upon that. Looks upon that nakedness. The nakedness is sin. That's what the devil does. Looks upon that nakedness. Then there goes the shame. See? Ha, 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 ha. That's what happens, man. Never trust your enemy. Now, with brothers in this truth, if you're of the elect, you don't need to worry about that. Because we all have messed up. We've all done things that are not so comely. And if you're of the elect, ain't no form of blackmail would work against you anyway. That's why they get more frustrated. Oh, we can't blackmail this guy. That's why they get so frustrated. The elect, there's nothing that you can hold over their head because their sins have been forgiven. You see? That's why they get very frustrated. Very. And a lot of these people, they have dirt on each other. That's why they walk around like this. You know? Because they got dirt on each other. They know each other's secrets. Right? So they all live in fear. Oh, I won't tell if you won't tell. No, the scripture says confess your sins. Not do that rubbish, man. Alright? Come on now. That are filled with shame for glory. Drink also. So Esau has filled with shame for glory. You're going to drink also now. Bro, we've had to experience that shame. Now we're coming back to who we are. Now you're going to... But they don't want to. They're trying to pass the buck. Now you're going to experience it now. And we're seeing your shame. We're seeing it. Even though you're trying to hide it. Okay. We're seeing that shame, man. Right? How is Esau's secret thing searched out? How do we search it out? We search it out by the scriptures, man. Right? Your rituals that you do in the daytime and at nighttime, the secret meetings you have in your lodges, right? When you target people in your lodges, yeah, we got to get this guy. This guy is a threat. The Lord knows all that. The Lord knows all that. So your secret places are being uncovered, man. 40, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, you couldn't really speak about Freemasonry. It was hidden, and now we can speak about these things, man. Okay? Back in the days, in the time, you would have to hide in a bunker and speak about those type of things. Alright? We're discovering your secret places now. Let thy foreskin be uncovered, that means your shame. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. So now that shameful spewing is being put on your so-called glory. What do they teach? Oh, the so-called founding fathers of America, they weren't upstanding. They weren't upstanding. They ruled by the sword. It was known, Christopher Columbus, he didn't put his sword down. There was a quote, he didn't put his sword down. Right? Come on now. Slavery hasn't finished. Slavery is still here. It still exists. But now, the thing about slavery is just more... Now, slavery, they do it with a smile on their face. It's just like, it's more covert now. Slavery is more covert. That's why you can never trust your enemy. Because your enemy will always be against you, man. And now their filth is coming out in the open. Gaslighting won't work. And that's another thing as well. Gaslighting won't work. Bro, you gaslight me, I'll just gaslight you back. It doesn't work, man. Right? Come on. We're coming back to our power. Woo! And I feel good. I feel happy to teach his word. Which we should be. You're not going to do anything about it. Thus saith the Lord Yahushua. Right? And it says, and a shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. So now we're seeing that shameful spewing. Oh, we got to cover it up. We got to cover up our tracks. Well, hold on a minute. If you're living a righteous life, you don't need to cover nothing up. I want to say that again in the spirit of Yahushua. If you're living a righteous life, you don't need to cover nothing up. You don't need to hide anything because you're going to be somewhat transparent. Now, if you're not transparent, guess what? You're going to be doing wickedness. So that's why we want to be transparent and very open about what we do. Because if you're not, it's just going to come out. And everybody else is going to see. That's why these people are getting nervous, bro. That's why I always say, just teach the words. That's what we got to do. All right? Just teach the words, man. We're going to shut off soon. Because I've got other things to do. Yeah, we're busy as well. Yeah, we do work, by the way. We got skills. I got my harp here. I got my lyre harp. I got my artwork. There's plenty of things to do. Plenty. We wouldn't want to be rendered useless now, would we? Right? I've got my little part-time job. Yeah, brothers, hustle. But again, that's none of your business anyway. It's none of your business. Why is that? That's none of your business. Okay? Do we need your permission? Right? Times have changed now. Go to Isaiah 30. Go to Isaiah 30, Baba Kishore. We're not going to be backed into a corner anymore. Check this out. Isaiah 30 and 18. And therefore will the Lord wait. Therefore will the Lord Yahushua wait that he may be gracious unto you. All right, the Lord's going to be gracious. We just have to wait. Be patient. Therefore will he be exalted that he may have mercy upon you. For the Lord Yahushua is the power of judgment. Whew. And the Lord Yahushua is going to bring that judgment as well. All right? Blessed are all they that wait for him. So that's one thing I've had to learn. Just be patient and make sure we're waiting upon the Lord Yahushua. The Lord loves patience. He loves that. So we got to possess our soul with patience, man. This ain't going to be a quick microwave, man. We have to wait. Right? And it says, for the people shall dwell in Zion at Jerusalem. Thou shalt weep no more. He will be very gracious unto thee at the voice of thy cry. When he shall hear it. Right? He will shall answer thee. And though the Lord Yahweh shall give you the bread of adversity, we have the bread of adversity, right? And the water of affliction, we're being afflicted, right? Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore. We are the teachers, so we're not being moved into a corner. Now, the 1900s, the 1800s, you couldn't get away with this. You would be hung on a tree. Ain't no way we could do what we were doing in the 1900s. No way. You had something called the lynch mob back then. Ain't no way. So it's really a miracle that we get to teach these words and to do what we're doing right now. It's a miracle. And to stand on these streets, bold. All right? Even remember back in them days, you eyeballing me, boy. All right? That's how it would be. You couldn't even look them in their face. You eyeballing me, boy. And it's a shot. But the things have changed now. And it says, yet that teachers will not be removed into a corner anymore. We are them teachers, the true teachers, Lord willing, of righteousness. And it says, but the eye shall see thy teachers, and thy ear shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way. What's the way? Yahweh is the way. Walk therein. Walk therein. Okay? In it. When you turn to the right hand or when you turn to the left, and you shall defile also the covering of graven images. Destroy them. All right? Of silver and an ornament of molten images of gold, thou shalt cast them away as a menstruous cloth. Thou shalt say unto it, get thee hence. Then shall he give thee the rain of thy seed, and thou shalt sow the ground withal, when you're obedient. And the bread of thy increase of the earth. And it shall be fat and plenteous in that day. Shall thy cattle feed in large pastures. The oxen likewise, and the young asses that air the ground shall eat clean provender, which have been winnowed with the shovel made the fan. And there shall be upon every high mountain, and upon every high hill, rivers and streams of waters. Come on now. Rivers and streams of waters. Right? In the day of the great slaughter when the towers fall. Moreover, the light of the moon shall be as the light of the sun. Oh, that's going to be a very bright moon then. And the light of the sun shall be sevenfold, as the light of 7 days. In the day of the Lord bindeth up the breach of his people, and healeth the stroke of their wound. So the Lord is healing us. Excuse me, the Lord Yahushua is binding us up, man. Them wounds, man. Excuse me. And bringing us back together. Oh, bro, it's supposed to feel good. Brothers, you're supposed to be excited. I'm seeing certain men, they've been in camps. How are you got a whole group of brothers around you, but you're still not motivated? You're still down in the dumps. Yeah. Knowledge does make a wise man mad. Much oppression and all that, yeah. But if you're coming to camp and you're around brothers and you're still in that miserable state, then something is wrong. These scriptures are supposed to uplift our spirits. Yahweh is on his way. Tawadi Yahweh. He's on his way. And he's come to deliver his elect. So we're as more as the days go on, we're supposed to be excited. Go to Proverbs. Come on, I'm flowing with the spirit today. Flowing with the spirit today. Hold on. I'm thinking about a particular scripture where it says, shineth more and more into the day. See if we can find it. All right, let's go Proverbs. Check Proverbs 5 out. I think it's Proverbs 4. Yeah, Proverbs 4. This is Proverbs 4 and 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked. So let's make sure we're not entering into the paths of the wicked and what other wicked and evil people are doing. Let's make sure we're not doing that. And go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it. Pass away. For they sleep not. So there's certain people that can't sleep, except they have done mischief. That would refer to your gang stalkers and the wicked. There's people that can't get to bed unless they've done some evil to someone else. And their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. Stay away from people like that. All right? And it says, Baba Kushar, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path for the just is as a shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. So, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, our path of the just is as a shining light. It should be shining more. We should be shining more and more as the day goes past. Okay? Unto the perfect day. What perfect day? The perfect day of the Lord's return. And the way of the wicked is as darkness. So the wicked, their way is as darkness. They can't see. They're blinded. They're falling over. Banging their heads. Getting back up. Falling over again. Right? That's referred to as the wicked. Right? They know not at what they stumble. They don't know. They don't know. My son, attend to my words, incline thy ear unto my sayings. Let not them depart from thy eyes. Keep them in the midst of thy heart, their mind. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to thy flesh. These words are supposed to be life unto us, man. Right? And health to our flesh. But put away from thee a froward mouth, perverse lips, and put far from thee. Let the eyes look right on, focused. And let the eyelids look straight before thee. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. So we got to ponder the paths of our feet, how we're moving in these times. Ponder it. All right? That means you're meditating upon the scriptures and you're already giving thought to Yahweh Shai. Ponder the paths of thy feet. All right? And let thy ways be established. So our ways are being established. Who's establishing our ways? Yahweh Shai. All right? Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. Turn not to the right, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. And as long as we're doing those things, Yahweh is going to have us. He's going to keep us. So I'm going to shut off here. I hope this was edifying. I go shut off here. And until the next time, shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom. And I want to say, Tawadi Yahweh by Sham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Mahavakar Kwadash, Kwadash Hayasham Ka. Hawashanawa Awafia, Babakasha. And for the brothers that are going through infirmities, Yahweh Shai Hagan to the Awafia and to the Awafia. And until the next time, Shalom and stay safe out here. All right? Shalom.